On September 11th, 2001, more than 3,000 people died to the hands of terrorists. They used planes to execute their attacks by hitting the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and almost the White House, but it was soon taken down by the passengers. As you see here, that's one of the World Trade Centers getting hit, and soon it would collapse. But really, how did it collapse? According to many, it's speculated that the government has done it. So here we are, we take experts, and we will take witness testimonies to see who really did it. Here's Dr. Watson, a well-known professor, showing us what jet fuel can really do.
Professor Watson at Columbia University. I have some jet fuel here, the same exact jet fuel that was used actually in the plane on the 9/11 terrorist attack. Now we have a steel beam here, same one that was in the foundation of the Twin Towers. Now you tell me if this jet fuel burns the steel. Get it all out. There we go. Jet fuel's already gone. Whoa! There we go. Now you see for yourself. Is the beam melted at all? No, it's not. How could that jet fuel possibly have melted the steel beam in the Twin Towers during the 9/11 attack? It's just impossible.
And now we bring in our demolitions experts to show us what really happened to the steel beams.
Hi, I'm John Huckleberry. I'm from New York Engineering. I helped build the World Trade Centers, and I also was one of the leaders building Building 7. So one of the big reasons why 9/11 was considered an inside job was because the Building 7 looked like a demolition. Let me show you. So this right here, we got some demolition explosives, and this right here is commonly used to cut steel beams, thermite. So let me show you. So we'll go one with explosives. It'll work one in just a second. You got that. And now we got some thermite. And the integrity is already low. So we got some thermite. We'll put it right here. It's strategically placed. We can use electronics to activate it. We'll just go old fashioned right here. Push it a little closer. Oh, well, would you look at that? The thermites and explosives cut right through it. And if you see, thermites in the steel. If this isn't definitive proof that the government did 9/11, I don't know what to tell you damn hippies. Okay. This is Jerome King. We're going to be interviewing him about his witness testimony on 9/11. So, first of all, how long have you been living in New York?
Up until a couple years ago, I had lived in New York City all my life.
Well, where were you when the events of 9/11 happened?
I was on my way to work. I work at a bank a few blocks down from the World Trade Center. Particular Building 7 is the closest building to where I worked.
So did you hear any explosives or see any debris hit on top of the building? Did you see what happened to Building 7 when it was collapsing?
Yes, I did. I had arrived kind of close to the scene due to my work. The trade centers had already fallen, and I heard some explosions and saw Building 7 going down.
So you're saying that you saw no debris, you heard explosions before the Building 7 fell down?
That's correct. At that time, both trade centers had already come down, and there was no more falling buildings or debris going in that direction of Building 7, and I just heard some explosions.
So, since you've been living in New York the majority of your life, did the building seem like it fell normally, like it was an accident?
Throughout the years that I've lived in New York, we've seen a lot of buildings go up and go down, and that definitely looked like a controlled demolition where the building fell straight down, and with the explosions that we had heard in the area.
So, do you believe the claim that terrorists have brought down Building 7?
You know that I've gone back and forth on this a lot, and prior to Building 7 going down, I guess it would be easy to understand or believe that terrorists did bring those buildings down. But when 7 came down without anything going, it really raised a lot of flags to me. And after looking at different things, I do believe that it was not terrorists that brought those buildings down.
So, do you think it's entirely possible that it was an inside job by the government that a lot of people are speculating about?
I would not hold that past our government at this point. Based off of things I have seen and heard, I would be willing to believe that it was an inside job.
Well, thank you so much for this. I appreciate your witness testimony about this.
You're welcome.
So who really took down the World Trade Center? Was it the government? Was it terrorists? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. But in the end, none of the numbers really seem to add up. We don't actually think that 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was a horrible thing and shouldn't be joked about. We're only making fun of the people who do believe that 9/11 was an inside job.